There's no niche game like a rhythm game, which despite being a genre almost everyone can play and sink their teeth into, there really isn't that much of an abundance in them. Barring arcades with those massive arcade game machines, it's difficult to find these kinds of games out on a whim. Being someone who is very much in favor of fun games, and how can you not find rhythm games fun? Whenever a new rhythm game comes out, I immediately want to go ahead and play it. What's up, Dreamer Tribe? What's up, world? I am Bianca, and today I'm here to give a review of the brand new rhythm game, Muse Dash. So, what is Muse Dash? Well, plot-wise, launching the game tells you very little on what the story behind it is, but if you check the game's summary, you are told that you, the player, are destined to be the master of these muses, 3 in total, and fix the world movement that is tampered by a mirror image code. Whatever the heck that means, because even after playing the game for hours, it is yet to truly expound on that premise. It's such a bummer too, because I thought upon seeing the game prior to its release that this was going to have a little bit of visual novel element in it. Unfortunately, that is not the case. Apart from the initial introductory cutscene, which really didn't introduce much about the character or the world we're supposed to be saving, and which lasted for just a few seconds, there's no other cutscenes or even a semblance of a story. Gameplay-wise, however, there is plenty to tell. Muse Dash merges parkour game elements with those of a side-scroller and a rhythm game, giving you something original. The game is very simple enough. You control one of 3 characters available in the game: Rin, Burro, and Maria. At the start of the game, you only have Rin to control, but as you level up and acquire rewards from leveling up, you will get a chance to unlock the other 2 characters. How quickly you can manage to do so, as far as I can tell, is dependent on your skill and your luck. Skill, because the experience you receive from each song or stage completed depends on how well you can rack in combos, and luck, because what items are given to you with each level gained seems to be, at the very least, random. To show how simple the game is, you actually only have 2 buttons to press and control your muse with. One is for jumping and attacking enemies in the air, and the other is for attacking those on the ground. So really, there is no danger of being confused with the control scheme of this game. As this is a rhythm game, timing is important, and for that, lagging is out of the question. Thankfully, in the long hours I have poured into playing Muse Dash, I have yet to encounter my system or the game slowing down. Button input is also on the spot, and so you really can't blame anything but your skill if you end up failing a song level. Each song level has enemies in them that you need to defeat by pressing the button in time to the tune of the music. It's similar in concept with Crypt of the Necrodancer and Cadence of Hyrule in that regard. At the end of each level is a boss battle, which basically plays like the rest of the game itself. Likewise, each song level has their own trophies for you to unlock in the form of challenges. Now, apart from obtaining new characters through leveling up, you also unlock more songs the more you power up. Difficulties, though, are unlocked by how well you do with a song, and not all songs have higher difficulties than the one you initially begin with. Also, just a note, you can unlock songs up until you reach level 55, which gives you a total of 30 songs, barring those that are part of the DLCs. There are also 2 unlockable CGs that you can get from the game. Speaking of trophies and achievements, the game also has its own achievement system built in, which is fine and dandy for Switch owners, but for those playing the game on Steam, the achievements aren't synchronized with Steam despite there being achievements in the actual game. Speaking of the difference between the Switch and the Steam versions, the Switch has all the DLCs included when you purchase the game, while for the Steam version you actually have to pay for the DLCs separately. Moving on to the songs in the game, the quality isn't as you would find with DJ Max games or even Taiko no Tatsujin titles, though Muse Dash tries to copy their choice of songs and styles of music. That's not to say the songs are bad. They are fun and upbeat and are pretty good Vocaloid music, but I personally feel like there's something lacking in them that the previous two game series falling under the same genre that I have mentioned has. Graphically, the game delivers on what it promised. It looks cute, even the monsters and the bosses. The backgrounds and stages are well done as well. The thing though is that it lacks variety, as these bosses and these monsters and even the background themselves are reused in other levels apart from those where you initially saw them from. The Muse characters and their costumes also panders on fan service, as their animations in the character unlock and select screen can attest to. Whether that is a good or bad thing, however, depends on your personal taste, so take that as you will. Replayability is high in this one, as Muse Dash is one of those games you can play for hours, and even hours more if you have the DLCs, and if you intend to complete the challenges and achievements presented in each level. Now let's talk about one of the strange things I think about this game. Upon starting the game and finishing the tutorial, you are told to sign in to either your Facebook or your Google account, which is again weird considering this is the first Witch and theme game that I've played that asked the player to do just that. According to the game, it's for the rankings and syncing the game for other platforms. Who knows really? So just be wary of that should you end up purchasing the game, because you can still play it even without, registering and logging into your accounts. As I have said, rhythm games are pretty niche, and so many may think that Muse Dash is a bit overpriced. And I do get where they are coming from, as the game itself feels more like a minigame than an actual full-blown game, standalone game, due to the lack of story in it. It's due to that fact that I personally am giving PeroPeroGame's Muse Dash a 50% VM Studio seal of approval. This game would have been better with a story mode in it, especially when the game hints at a story, but instead it feels more like an arcade game. But if you enjoy rhythm games and are finding DJ Max and Taiko no Tatsujin titles to be a little bit difficult, but you would like to play a rhythm game nonetheless, then Muse Dash might just be a good introductory game for you to play. With its simplistic controls, you might find yourself enjoying the genre. And that about does it for my review on Muse Dash. So, are you guys interested in this game? Have you played it? Who is your favorite Muse? What about your favorite song? Tell me on the comment section below, and I'll see you all in the next video. Until then, you guys know the drill. Dream on, fly on. Bye-bye now! What's up, Dreamer Tribe? What's up, world? I am Bianca, and thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed the content of this video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button to let me know. And also, if you haven't subscribed yet, and you want to be a part of the Dreamer Tribe, just hit on that subscribe button. We also have tons of different content here on my channel, so be sure to check those out. Until the next video, dream on, fly on.